Well, good morning everybody. Danny back from Pecan Grove. I'm still under the weather. Ms. Wanda's under the weather pretty bad. But I feel like I need to make a video. So I have gardening that has to be done. We can't just keep putting it off. So what I want to do is today I want to show you some of the things that's growing right now, and then I want to show you what I've got to do to get things in the ground. We have a lot of stuff that's ready to be planted, and I've got to try to get this stuff in the ground. The biggest issue we're having here at Pecan Grove is deer. I sat over here the other night in the truck, and I've seen up to 20-something deer just at random in different places, and just to see what was going on at night, and in groups of 5 and 6 at a time. And right here where I'm sitting at, I've had to park my tractor right up against the pots and put tomato cages all around the outsides of them, because the deer, they come right up in here, and they were eating the leaves off of my cabbages and stuff like that. And Miss Wanda has a raised bed up by the barn. The deer just walk right up there and eat all of her radish tops off on one side of it, right up against the barn up there. So I guess as soon as my health increases, I'm just gonna have to stop and take it some time to down some, just down some deer. Right now I just don't have the strength to get them and process them, and plus it's not real cold here yet either. It hasn't even been freezing yet. So we've got some freezing weather coming this week though. We got some light freezes coming. So when that kind of weather gets here, if I'm physically able, I may just go ahead and start downing some of them. So but I want to go ahead, before I get going too far, I forgot my hat. I don't have to go back in a minute and get it because my head's pretty cold. I want to kind of show you some of the stuff we got going on right here and over here. Show you some of the progress in these raised tubs out here. Let's put it that way, just in the tubs. They're container gardens. They're not raised beds, they're container gardens. I'll get it right in a minute. I just show you some of the progress of them and what they look like. Okay, here's what I got to get planted. Look at this, guys. This is my Savannah sweet onions. These things are ready to be put in the ground. As a matter of fact, it's way past time. We've been sick and just haven't had a chance to get to it. Now, here's what I was telling you about. This is how I'm having to do this thing. Look at this, guys. My tractor has to stay parked right there against this because the deer are slipping in here. Now, they're coming in here by the tractor and everything, and they're nibbling off the leaves on my my cabbages here. So the cabbages look pretty good. If we can keep the deer off of them. Miss Wanda's got some radishes planted all up under them in here. She's determined she's gonna have radishes. Well, I pulled her a bunch this morning, so she's happy about that. I've got some more Savannah sweets right here. The tops has got to be clipped out of them so we can transplant them. I got to get the ground ready. That's going to be one of the things we're going to be doing today, is getting the ground ready. We're going to be planting some onions. And guys, I dug up a pile of elephant garlic from over deep south and brought it over here because I want to get a good start of it over here. Now, let's ease on down here. Step across this. You can see our fortification here. We have to put tomato cages and stuff. Now here's Miss Wanda's radishes here. Y'all look at this. These things are going wacko up under here. And then this is my kale right here. Now we've eaten kale off of this tub right here a couple of times, so it's actually doing really well in that container. Here's another 2 cabbages I have here. These are doing good, but now I want you to look at these carrots. This is what's amazing. Now they're way too thick. I don't know if there's even going to be any carrots on them, but there is about 1,000 carrots too many in that tub, it looks like. But that's what it looks like. The carrots are about 12 inches tall. the tops. I don't know that there's actually any carrots on any of them yet. I can't get between these cages right here without moving all this stuff, and I don't really want to move it. I don't see any carrots under anything in there. It's still too early for that. So, of course, I got my electroculture in the middle of it right there. All of our pots have electroculture in them, and it seems to be working out pretty good. So, let's go take a walk down to the 60-foot raised bed we got, and let's see what we got going on down there. Well, here we are at the 60-foot raised bed, guys. These here, let's see if we can get down here. This is our Texas Legends. I'm kind of trying to determine the difference. The Texas Legends onions here, they're doing really good. The other ones, I thought I could get here. I don't know if I can actually get where you can actually see, but these are the red Creoles. It may not be where we can focus it, but the red Creoles are right here in this part of the bed. Now, they don't seem, I know it's hard on camera to see it because we've got some weeds coming up in here, and we just been so sick we ain't had a chance to get out and weed nothing, but you can kind of see the darkness in the size of the Texas Legends. Right there you see the two things, and you kind of look and see how skimpy the red Creoles, the blades on the onions are not as vigorous as the Texas Legends are. So, but when we get down to right here, look at this. Look at these carrots. These things are phenomenal. I mean, today's the first day I've uncovered them since they've been planted. I uncovered them one day, partially, to look at them. And we have to leave them covered up with that ground, I guess you call it frost protection cover, because the deer are so bad. They'll just mow them down if I don't. So they've been under that the whole time. Now next to it right here is the cabbages. These cabbages this is their first day to be out from under that cover. Now we have zero insect problems with it. Lots of weeds, because underneath that it stays kind of warm. I was a little bit skeptical that they wouldn't get enough sunlight through that cloth, because I had to double it. And you know what? I don't think it's hurt a thing. These cabbages look, I mean, guys, these things look phenomenal. They're beautiful. Completely beautiful. All of them are. And I put a rosemary right here on the end, and I have elephant garlics planted in between every set of cabbages. If you look, I've got little elephant garlics there. I've got another elephant garlic there. I have them planted in between all these cabbages. And then I have the multiplying onions here. And I knew that the time that I transplanted them wasn't the best, but they'll make it. They'll be fine. I'm not worried about them. But now here we have, this is the white German garlic sent to us by a subscriber. I've never actually grown it before, but you know what? It is doing fantastic. I mean, literally, it's doing fantastic here. So, I mean, and another rosemary I put here on the end, trying to repel deer if I possibly could. But this is it, guys. I mean, you stop and you just take a look at it, and I'm really shocked it's done as well as it's done. I mean, this is, it's doing really, really well. But now what's fixing to happen here? I'm fixing to start planting some more onions and some more garlic. But let's drop down the hill here, because this is, guys, this is a steep hillside. This is our, we had to fortify this with all these dog kennels to keep the deer out. We should be eating greens, but every time we planted them, the deer just eat them off. So we've had to go this route now. We have our, you know, our greens on this end. Each sets of panels has a different type of green in it. Now this is our, I believe this is kale right here. And then when we come on down here, this is another group of, this is our mustard right here, I believe. And then all of this down here is our rutabagas. Now they're way, 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 way behind. And they don't look as good, guys, because it has not been what I call warm enough to really be growing greens to get a good jump on them, because it's been in the 50s for like forever here. And really these need some days in the 60s and 70s to get a root hole, and then if it turns cool, it's fine. But now I'm a little concerned. We've got several days of freezes coming, and I'm hoping that they're at least big enough that they fare well enough that they don't die. So, okay guys, all of this out here, all of this, I am fixing to start tilling up I think I'm gonna till right here beside this raised bed right here. Because I already got my alliums up here. I think I'm gonna put another row right in here, down through here. I'm gonna put a row of alliums and my onions, and then my elephant garlics and stuff like that. I think I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can't make that happen. And guys, I hope you enjoy this. All right, I'm going to show you here what I got at Deep South Homestead this morning. Look at all these garlic plants. We have that stuff coming up everywhere over there. And I'd like to see it at Pecan Grove, being we're going to be laying Deep South Homestead to rest. We're shutting her down as far as, you know, growing this year. So we need to move as much stuff over here so we can keep our food supply going in both places. So this is the elephant garlic. Now it's in really good shape. You can tell. It's lots of good roots on it, good plants, looking good. We're going to try to get those in the ground now. All right, guys, I think you kind of get the gist of what I'm doing here with the garlics. I'm having to take a break because I'm kind of weak still. But you kind of can see there what I'm doing with the garlics. I'm going to put 2 more rows on the other side of them. And we're going to try to get these in. And then we're going to get the onions up there and try to get them in down here. But I don't know what time of the day I'll do that. So right now I'm just going to chop the video, and then when I'll come back I'll show you once I get all the garlics in, and then we'll do the onions in the next frame. I've got it done. My energy level has crashed. I'm going to have to go back in the house for a while, but I did get it done. There's about 65 of them there that I got set out. I'm not going to have the energy right now to do the the other onions, that may have to be in another video. I was hoping I could get it into this one, but I don't want to have a relapse because I run myself down too low. So I feel like I need to call it off right now. And I hope you all have enjoyed getting a chance to see a little bit of what we have going on here. We're still growing some food, guys. This 60-foot raised bed has been the answer. We are going to probably do more of them in the future if I physically can, because this one is full of 30-year-old cow manure, the bottom of the dirt out of a pond and stuff like that, plus lime. I amended the soil. I actually amended this here before we actually tilled it. And, you know, you can see the results of the 30-year-old cow manure with good heavy lime and a little bit of hand fertilizer mixed in there with it, just to kind of give it that little bit of a boost it needed there. So, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this, and thank you so much for watching us. Keep us in your prayers, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you, guys.